It's recording. Let's see, wait.
It's recording?
Yeah, hold on.
Will it go out into air?
Not yet, but I'll tell you guys when I do it.
You tell me when.
Oh, it's going.
Okay.
It's rolling right now.
Okay. Now here's the message I got to give to every last single one of you. We're living where there is 26 years, 7.5 months left before Christ returns. There's 980 years and 14 generations, and there's 14 generations 6 times. 986 times is 5,880 years. And it shows in the scriptures that Christ returns for 1,000 years and then Satan's loosened for a little season. That's 1,000 years on to 5,880 is 6,880. The 120 years makes it 7,000 years. All of you that are these Jesus freaks, you're believing in a false Christ. His name in Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 tells you clearly that his name is Immanuel, and it says no other name but Immanuel. Then in Matthew it says that same prophet said his name would be called Emmanuel to fulfill the prophecy of the Lord that his name be called Jesus. If you can't figure out a bunch of bull, lies, deceitful talk, you go to Isaiah and you hear it plain and simple. The same way it is plain and simple in 28 days in a month. 4 Sabbath days in each month. And there's 15 months. There's a moon cycle of 14 months. But they separate on one cycle of the moon on the 4th month will share with the 5th month. And then at the end of the 5th month it will share with the 6th month. That's how 14 months are in it. And that's the sign of the seasons. 364 days in 13 months. Add one more day would be the 28th day of the 14th month. The 28th starts each month. They changed that to the first day of the week. Same way they did the 7th day to the 8th day. But they say the reason they go to church on Sunday, which is the worship of Jesus on a Sunday, because his father was the Sun God, S-U-N, and his son, physical birth son, was declared as Jesus that murdered the Jews. And then the Roman Catholic Church, please add them in, for that is the murderers of Christ, who changed and invented the name into Jesus and destroyed the words of God. They know it themselves. But God said that the woman that gave birth to the child fled in the wilderness for 1,260 days, which is times and half a time. 1,260 days is 420 days in a year. 15 months times it by 28 is 420 days times it by 3 is 1,260 days. There's 70 years in the average age of man from the beginning to the ending. And there's 14 generations. 70 times 14 is 980 years. 980 is 5,880 years. 1,000 years is 6,800 years. 120 years is 7,000 years. About all I can say in a hurry.